Hi, I'm Tami Macala, and this is Mosaic Arts Online. In this online course, I'm going to teach pet portrait mosaic in stained glass. The first thing we're going to cover in this course is what kind of pet are you going to choose? And is it going to be a generic pet or is it going to be your pet? Sometimes we're a little attached to our pets, and maybe getting our first mosaic out in pet portrait, it will be a little disappointing. But if you are ready to jump in and go for it, do your pet. And this is a great way to start. Then we're going to talk about substrates, and we're using a 1/2" MDF board that's 12 by 12 to create this mosaic. Then we'll go over the proper photo and expression that you'll need of your pet to create the best mosaic for you, using the eyes, making sure the eyes are right, and the expression, the tilt of the head. We'll go over all of that. It'll be important that you get your photo enlarged in color and black and white, and we'll talk about why. Then we'll go over the tracing materials and how to trace so that we can get shadows and shading and get all of this expression included in our mosaic. Then I'm going to introduce you to the stained glass, and this is a lot of the stained glass that I used in this one. I had the black, we had a matte black, we're using a purple, we're using white obviously. All kinds of colors here are actually involved, even though it's just a black and white dog. Then we're going to go into the proper tools for this course, and you're going to use 3 different tools that are used for stained glass mosaic. We're going to have our glass scorer, we're going to have running pliers, and then we're going to have our mosaic wheel nippers. And I'm going to give you really good lessons on how to use all 3 of these tools, and especially how to use your wheel nippers so you can get straight cuts if you're struggling with curves every time you cut your stained glass. Then I'm going to introduce you to one of my favorite tools and show you how I use this to create some of my favorite shapes in this mosaic. Then we'll move into how to create the eyes, and that's the most important part of this mosaic, is the eyes. That's where the expression is, and that's where it really differentiates between just any kind of dog and your dog and the expression that you got from your photo. So we'll talk about all the different parts, the twinkle, the iris, the pupil. We'll get into all of it and spend some good time working on that. Then you'll learn my techniques for creating the rest of this mosaic. All the different parts, including how we flopped the ears over, how we did the nose, and then the background. We'll go into the best way to have your mosaic pet portrait pop off the board, because the background can sit back and not be too much a part of the mosaic. And last we'll go into the grout, and the grout's really important as well, and these are actually 2 different colors of grout that I mixed to make one color that I really like. There's a lot involved in this course. It's great for beginners or for people with more experience. There's over 40 sections of information, including a PDF that's full of the tools, materials, and resources that you will need to get started in creating your own pet portrait in stained glass. So let's get started.